Now, if you're in the U.S., you might see some big changes on Facebook tomorrow. The social media giant is making its first foray into the crowded video streaming market. The new Watch service, meaning watch with your eyes, not the clock, feature live recorded shows similar to YouTube. But Facebook could face big competition from one of its biggest rivals, Snap, which is already planning a similar service. Samuel Burke is live in London to help explain it and break it all down for us. So, Samuel, what's happening here? What's new?
Well, it's a tab for all intents and purposes that's going to be on your Facebook app as well as on desktop, where you can go and watch videos, both live and recorded. It does look like its closest competitor will be YouTube. Anybody can go up and put content on there, any user, but also some of the bigger players. And I want to just put up a list on the screen that shows you who Facebook has already announced that they'll be partnering with. So they have games from Major League Baseball, National Geographic, Time Incorporated, NASA, and the NBA. Now, that could make it a little murky for investors, though, Maggie, because, you know, they have to pay for that. And it looks like, by and large, this will be a free platform. So good news for you and me. It doesn't look like we'll have to pay to get on it the way you will for Netflix. So at the end of the day, very much looks like a YouTube competitor.
You know, Samuel, it's really interesting because you wonder what the goal is here. If they're not necessarily going to recoup the cost, especially when I see sports in there, we know that's expensive. I had a conversation yesterday with Scott Galloway, who wrote a book. He was on the show for viewers who were watching, who really opened my eyes about thinking about this in a new way. And he was talking about these sites like Facebook, he calls them the four, as operating systems, right? Not just a platform or a social media site. Is this about capturing us in that operating system, having us not leave the world of Facebook for as long as possible and trying to optimize on that? It seems like we talk about all the time the stickiness of Apple versus, you know, iOS and Android. Is this a similar type thing? Is that what Facebook's going for here?
Absolutely. That professor made a very interesting point on your show yesterday. He broke the conventional wisdom and said content isn't king, platform is king. And so what Facebook is really trying to do here is create an ecosystem, or rather add on to their ecosystem, because it's already so large, to make it so that you're not just seeing videos in your feed, but that you're also watching long form content. Even if it's not as long as House of Cards, they want to be the place where you go to do that. And for anybody out there today who's questioning, will people watch things on Facebook? People are already watching a lot of long content on Facebook, not just the cat videos like they have on YouTube and Facebook. I watched a whole episode of one of Oprah's shows the other day because the whole hour-long special was on Facebook, and I Chromecasted it to my television. So Facebook allows you to take whatever you have on your phone, that video, and actually show it on your television. So this was the platform. This was the ecosystem. So that is what Facebook is trying to do, and making sure that their platform is king. And getting back to what the professor told you yesterday, once you have enough power as a platform, then you can go out and get content wherever you want it. Look at Netflix. They cut deals left, right, and center with all these different studios. So maybe right now Facebook is going for, let's say, medium, not quite that House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, going for shorter videos, but then, you know, a baseball game is pretty long. And what we have to watch out for is the mid-roll ads. So those are the ads that don't go before video starts. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't like those. Are the ones that go in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle. Well, by the way, I am on the bus commuting, crying, watching those videos that they always seem to put there intentionally to grab your heartstrings. Of course, absolutely. I'm not going to turn off or turn away, even though I'm totally embarrassed by my fellow passengers. Really interesting stuff. It's a space we have to watch so closely, Samuel. Thank you for keeping an eye on it for us. Appreciate it.